Welcome back to Teachable Moments with April. Inspirational Teachers. 1 Corinthians 13:12. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known. Do you have a story to tell? Do you want to connect with others? Or maybe you want to build your brand and raise your brand awareness. Words are powerful. Your voice is important. Your voice needs to be heard. Let your voice be heard. Anchor FM is the answer. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. The Courage to Leave by Kurt Kundra. Scan the family photo albums, and in many clans, the photographer is notably absent from the historical record. In my family, that's Dad. A journalist by trade, his images of our early years were excellent. This was back when reporters shot in black and white and developed their own negatives. His best were candid photos of authentic moments. My parents' marriage was coming apart. Mom longed for the comfort and proximity of family and lifelong friends. Dad yearned for a sense of purpose that couldn't be fulfilled in the small town of their origins. His ambition and talent opened new doors to a wider world where his hopes and dreams could be fulfilled. He left us for a job 2,000 miles away in 1971 when my youngest sister entered kindergarten. As a child, I couldn't understand how heart-rending that choice must have been for him. I couldn't see the courage it took to follow the urgings of his spirit, nor the strength required to overcome the guilt and shame heaped on divorced parents, especially the ones who feel called to leave. I didn't appreciate the commitment required to remain a supportive presence in his children's lives, especially through our sullen adolescent years when kids would rather be anywhere than with their parents. Before I could only see through a glass darkly. Now, having faced my own pain around those events, I clearly see the depth of his courage, strength, and commitment. Dad's own adolescence was scarred by his father's alcoholism and his parents' divorce. He spent his junior year in high school in near isolation and a sanatorium, recovering from TB. It left him with a nagging fear that his life would not be long. So throughout his 20s, he works to overcome that fear with a fierce determination to live full out, pursuing every opportunity wholeheartedly and wringing maximum benefit from every experience. When he was nearing 50 and I 30, I went to work in his editorial department. His team of award-winning editors and journalists was scattered across the country to cover every facet of the trucking industry. His connections ran the gamut from drivers and owner-operators to the C-suites of some of the world's largest carriers and equipment manufacturers, to state and federal transportation heads, even the halls of Congress. Now in his 80s, Dad is long retired. The stories he reports are from his own life. He researches the most colorful ancestors from our family tree, fact-checking his notes with his older brother and cousins who grew up with him. To his great irritation, physical mobility issues hamper his golf game and limit his travel. Having circled the world, he now contents himself shuttling among California, Michigan, and Florida once or twice a year to spend time with kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids. The camera and darkroom are long gone. Instead, he's curating an iPhone movie that, when the time comes, were to show at his funeral. It will be the one and only album with Dad appearing in every shot. In the meantime, I am immensely blessed by the knowing that my father and I now share, and I pray that in striving to emulate his courage, strength, and determination, I might inspire others as he inspired